The Windy City SpiritualaireS, America's group. Once known as the nation's #1 young traditional quartet. They brought you songs like Change in My Life,
Change in my life,
Be Blessed,
and be blessed.
God Will Take Care of You,
He will take care of you.
One More Day,
One more day.
Good Time,
A time. We're gonna have a time.
Patient.
You still patient.
Get ready, he's coming.
You better get ready. You better get ready.
Prove it. And their new hit song, Work on Me.
Hey, I'm Tracy Bethea from iHeart Media's Hallelujah brand, and been doing this thing of gospel for quite some time. And I'm so excited. One of the things I do love more than just playing music on the radio is to get up close and personal with your favorite artist. And so now we are here in Memphis, Tennessee, and I'm very excited to I guess, the rebirth of an amazing group. And we're going to talk about, in particular, the world of quartet, because we know gospel is many things, from contemporary to traditional. They're even talking about gospel R&B now. Who would have ever thought? But there was definitely a one of the genres that we truly know and love, and still is being a very effective form of music, and it's called quartet. And you think of the Cantons, you think of the Clouds, but we're gonna go back. You can't think of them without thinking of the Windy City SpiritualaireS. And I'm here with them. Good-looking men of God that have been I got the amen corner already started. That are excited about what they do, and that's to uplift and inspire people all over the world. One of the biggest songs that I know and love in my early days of radio that's still being played on some radio stations today, and that's Prove It. So enough of me. It's time to meet the men, to see where they've been, what they've been doing, and what can we expect in 2025 from the Windy City SpiritualaireS. So as we continue to get up close and personal with the members, let's talk with this dapper man right here. Tell us a little bit about who you are and how long you've been with the Windy City SpiritualaireS.
Well, my name is Chris Dean. I'm from Buffalo, New York. I've been with the Windy City SpiritualaireS. Well, I'm a new member. I'd say it like that. I would say about maybe 6 months, 7 months, something like that. It's been a journey. Aubrey gave me a call. Mr. Michael Todd called, man. I know all the guys, and very nice guys, humble guys, and it's been a blessing. It's been a blessing to be with these young guys, to do this once again.
All right.
I'm Ronnie Wilson, Miss Bethea, and I'm new to the group far as a member, but back in 95 and 1996, I've always traveled with them being a musician. So they took that out of my hands this time, so I'm just singing now. So I'm enjoying that.
Wow. Well, I know you are an asset, as well as all of you, to this amazing group.
Miss Bethea, first of all, thank you so much for being here with us. I've been with the group since 97.
And your name?
Anthony Spencer.
Anthony.
I'm from Chicago, the Windy City. And of course, like the other brothers, Aubrey Morris, who is over AMEC Records, he approached me. We both used to sing together with the Victory Travelers of Chicago, Illinois. And so this came a point where I was desiring to go to that next level as it relates to quartet, and he afforded me that opportunity. And so since then, of course, we've had and been on hiatus, but the initial start with him and with the Windy City SpiritualaireS has been amazing.
And as we continue, who do we have here, young man?
My name is Jonathan Tucker. I've been with the group since 1996. However many years that is, my math didn't do it, but it's been a long time. I was approximately about 17 years old, when I got with the group. As a matter of fact, the way I got with the group, didn't know anything about the group. I was singing locally. I'm actually My home is Ripley, Mississippi.
Okay.
And so I was singing with a local quartet. And one night while singing, of course, Mr. Michael Todd, who we're here from, got my number. He heard me sing. Of course, he had met me sometimes before because the group that he had, my grandmother was a gospel promoter, quartet promoter. And so through that is how I started singing quartet. And so he called me, and of course, they contacted me, and the rest is history. So it's just been a beautiful, beautiful turn of gospel music for me.
All right, all right. And so now we hear from, I guess, the Godfather, the man that had a dream, the man that, yes, we got to hear from him, that had a vision that goes back to 1994. Brother Michael.
Well, so Tracy, I tell you, I thank God for this group. We have all of the guys. I can say that I hired all of the guys, but Aubrey's okay, other than Special. Aubrey stole Special from the Baker Travelers.
Well, just tell it all. Come on, please.
And I saw Tucker and been doing him. His grandmama named him Stomper because he used to sing and stomp all over the place. And the night I saw him, I got his number and I went home and called Aubrey. And we talked to him on a three-way that night. And a week after that, we was in Chicago. We was on rehearsal. 4 days after that, we was on a tour for 4 days. So it's just been a blessing. My name is Michael Todd, and I just, Aubrey and I, how this got started, I met him 50 years ago, and we become friends. We bonded. And he said, over the years, he said, once I graduate from college and get a job, we're going to get us a road group. Well, people's talk, and sometimes you listen, but you don't listen. And I really had forgotten about it. He called me. He said, you ready? And I said, ready for what? He said, ready to travel. And the Lord blessed us, and we traveled many states, many different cities. And the Lord blessed us to start out with our own record label. So we're here today. We got off the road for a while, but God brought us back. And we just want to give it another chance because the quartet industry, I ain't gonna say it died out, but it's not what it used to be. And we know that we can be a help to bring it back up. And we're here to do that. And God bless all of the people that have been supporting us so far. We want them to continue to bless us. God bless you.
I'm glad to be here too. Man, you ready to do this? Let's do this again. We'll do it, man. I'm excited about it. Come on, let me hear you. Here we go. Listen.
So many people going around claiming that they are saved and have not proved to God. He knows all of our hearts. You gotta prove to God on Judgment Day. You gotta prove that you're saved. You show gotta prove. You got to prove. Especially if you don't mind, sing for me.
You know Satan gets on my track, and he's trying so hard to turn me.
On Judgment Day, you gotta prove that you're saved. You got to prove. You show gotta prove. You got to prove. Especially if you don't mind, sing for me.
You know Satan gets on my track, and he's trying so hard.
I gotta ask you, being the founding father, out of all the, I guess, contemporary traditional music, what made you say that the group was going to be a quartet group? Was it because quartet was popular back then, or you just had a love for quartet music?
Well, that's all that Arvin and I both just love quartet. We've never been a contempt. I mean, I listen to it sometime, but from Mississippi, and we like that foot tapping, hip tap, gospel music.
Yeah.
And that's what we have always stuck with, and that's what got us to places that. Matter of fact, our first tour, we had a picture of the other two guys were with me. We had sequence vests, and we sent it to this man, and he says he started to cancel the program. We was at Allendale, Alabama or somewhere, and he said we looked like some blues singers. And he started to cancel the program, but he allowed the program to go on, and we went there, and he booked us 3 times since that time that we went the first time. So quartet will carry you a long way. I don't knock the other style that the other people sing,
Right.
but this group would always sing traditional quartet.
And so when you started in 1994, tell me some of the groups that were hot in the quartet scene.
Well, Canton Spirituals was one of the hardest quartets during that time. Of course, the Williams Brothers, the Mighty Clouds, even the Keynotes was out during that time. They was hot. They had a lot of good hot quartets out. And thank God that we was able to be on program with every group out there on the road. And we did something that it's not a bragging, but it is a bragging. We had a chance to sing. We were late going somewhere. We got there late, and the Williams Brothers was singing their closing song. And we had I guess we went the wrong way. And Melvin was singing his closing song. And the booking agent for him said, "Y'all cannot sing behind." I said, "Man, we done wrote this for, we got to get paid." And Melvin did a favor. He looked at the corner of the stage and saw me. He said, "The SpiritualaireS have made it. Y'all don't leave. I'm coming back." And he knew he wasn't coming back, but he saved us. And that was a blessing to be able to sing behind the Williams Brothers, because during this time, you didn't sing behind the Williams Brothers, Clouds, or Shirley Caesar.
Wow. And that leads me to this. So back then, were there any female quartet groups?
Well, yes, it were. The London Sisters was one of the hottest quartet. And we had a blessing to have Quita to do a live project with us. And she never did a live project with no other quartet but the SpiritualaireS. We did Live in Bama in 2000, and she did that with us. And, well, no or not, at least the Brown Singers, since we spoke about the Brown Singers is on their third trip of going up. And that very seldom happened. But they always stuck with quartet. I think she was like 17 when she started, 12 or 13. When she started with the Brown Singers, and they was doing good at that time. But the Williams sisters, they was out there doing good. So we ran across a few, but the London Sisters was one that
Was hot back during
they
that
was
time.
pretty hot back on that time.
So who did you grow up listening to? The music that you grew up listening to?
The Williams Brothers.
The Williams Brothers. Okay.
That's who motivated me to want to be a good gospel traveling quartet singer.
Wow.
Yes.
And so here now we stand on your shoulders.
Thank God.
Wow, so you just heard some amazing history on the SpiritualaireS. And so now here we are in 2025, and we've got new group members, quartet music, and the industry as a whole has changed. And so I want to pivot and talk to you a little bit, Spencer. So what would you say is the climate of the quartet scene today?
That's an amazing question. And again, depending on who you're talking to, of course, you're going to get different answers. I actually believe that we're in a good place. How we pivot from this point, though, is going to be critical in terms of the notoriety that it gets and the solid foundation that we started on, again, with some of the groups that we spoke of, and of course, many more. But just continuing to build on that foundation is necessary. And I think if we, as a genre, as an industry, come together, I believe we can do some amazing things.
Wow. And I also want to ask you, Pastor Tucker,
Okay.
being a pastor and all, and making the decision to be a part of such a historic group, because again, we stand on Brother Mike's shoulders and what they have done. What do you think about the quartet world today? Who would you consider to be some of the, I guess, groups that are still doing it? Thank God for those that have even gone, but their music is still being played. And that's what I always say. In whatever field you sing, you want to leave a legacy behind that when you're dead and gone, your music will still fill this earth and still be used to save, heal, uplift, and inspire.
That's right.
And I can say that you all have proven it ain't going nowhere. You proved that song will stay in the earth when you all are dead and gone. So what do you think about the quartet world of today?
I'm this is a I guess a straddle fence answer, I guess, because on one end I'm excited about it because I do see it on the turnaround, but then at the same time I'm saddened by it because of the style that Quartet has taken on and what people are celebrating now. Because back when I started singing quartet, singing was key. Now, and I know we'll always be quote unquote gospel entertainers, but now more of the entertainment has taken over the actual singing part.
And that's beyond quartet. That's just many times when artists get on stage. That has changed. And yeah, that weakens. It can weaken,
Yeah.
Wearing your dress too tight can weaken.
Yeah.
We talking to death.
Yeah.
Because you're up there to do one thing,
Yeah.
but even a short dress or too tight pants,
Yeah.
that's a distraction to somebody.
That's right. Well, on that note, that's the actual, that's my actual scary part about getting back involved. Not that I'm scared to sing, but wondering if we do this again, do I now fit with this era? Because I still believe that if we're going to sing quartet, we need to sing. Or if we're going to sing contemporary, we need to sing. Whatever we're going to sing, we need to sing. And of course, showmanship comes with it. It comes out of you. As a matter of fact, being African American church worship, just automatic.
It's in our DNA.
Yeah, it's in our DNA.
It's in our
Yeah,
DNA.
it's coming out of us.
And quartet was all. Let me tell you something. Just attending a quartet concert. You all are very, when it comes to you start on the stage, but just to see how you all leave the stage and you work the audience and you back up, it's just an amazing thing. And now you all even have dances or that, you know what I'm saying? It's a phenomenal, and I think it's wonderful. And I also want to say this: there is a younger audience that is being introduced and loving what quartet music does.
Yes.
What you do and how you do it.
Yeah, yeah. And actually, one of, because I know you didn't ask this question, but I feel like it was coming. Who do I look up to or still love to hear? And that's one of the guys that I believe is so overlooked, but he's still singing today, and that's George Dean.
Oh wow.
And the Gospel Four from right here in Memphis. I believe his singing and ministry is so relevant, but I think a lot of times he's overlooked because his show does not have a lot of the antics that so many other people have, and so I just hope he sticks with what he's doing.
Probably will, because of the same thing for the late Lee Williams.
Yes.
Stood there
Yes.
and had people jumping pews.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And
And so since you're going to take over my interview, I love that. We will pivot. I want to hear from all of you. So it was, you said, Dean, George Dean.
Yes.
So who were some of the artists that inspired you growing up when it comes to gospel music
Well, I really
or today?
yes, I really enjoyed listening to like the Violinaires, the Cancer Spirituals, because they had such a good sound, and it sounded like violins, and Cancer Spirituals had such a good feel, like a ministry to their music, and because I enjoyed the Cantons and the Violinaires.
So what about you?
Actually caused me to fall in love with Quartet is the Canton Spirituals. I saw them back in '88 in Chicago at DuSable High School. I, along with Harvey, had hair back then, but they were just phenomenal. But one of the other groups, in terms of my household, that was like constantly on the record player for you young people on Saturday mornings were the Jackson Southern Air.
Oh yeah.
And when I tell you, those are some of the most underrated
Yes.
quartet singers because of their catalog,
Yes.
the number of records that they've recorded, number of hits they've had. So for me, definitely the Cannons, which made me want to do it, and the Jackson Southern Air.
Yeah, we just lost Huey, actually.
He did, Mr. Huey Williams. Love to his family.
What about you?
oh, I had several. From Chicago, the Pilgrim Jubilees.
Yes.
As we have Tucker and Spencer, we call them the dynamic duo. They were the dynamic duo back then. And you had Willie Neal Johnson and the Gospel Kiddos. And I used to get mom's and dad's broom and tie a string on it and put it around my neck
Hush. Tell the story.
and set the mop up across the table.
Come on.
Moving like them guys, singing in the background, and then when I started listening, that was some of the most soothing, wonderful background singers, Jackson Southern Air's, and the Gospel Keynotes, Canton Spirituals, and Pilgrim Jubilees. That's Williams Brothers. So they were my top 5 coming up, and maybe inspired me to want to sing. And I told my mom, I'm gonna sing quartet, Mama. She said, yeah, when you get through with college, you'll sing. So that's what I did when I got through with college.
And you, Brother Mike, you want to share some of yours?
Well, I tell you,
You shared a little earlier, but
well, the gospel keynotes got my attention when I was young. I remember when the gospel keynotes came to Memphis, Tennessee in 1973 at the Mason Temple. He had Paul Beasley, and the gospel keynotes was the #1 quartet in 1973. And them, and a lot of people don't know about the Salem Travelers. All of those guys had Spencer Taylor, the Highway QCs, the Salem Travelers, and it just been so many quartets. And even in Memphis, I was with Reverend Smith, and Memphis had more talent. The Jubilee Hummingbirds, the Sensation of the Harris Brothers, which they was a sensation of 6 during this time, and Johnny Jones, the Traveling Stars, Lula Collins, and Lizzie King. All of those people, I love that because they could sing. Yeah. They sung traditional gospel singing, and we need to keep it going because the older people can't go to a lot of programs because the younger people is not singing traditional gospel. So that's why we've come. That's why we said we'll never go away from traditional gospel because that's what we was raised up on listening to, and that's what we was raised up on singing ourselves. So we will always stay with that. So we have been some great gospel groups that going on, but we want to keep it going if the Lord said the same, and I feel that He will.
well, the time is now. It's happening right now. As a matter of fact, let's talk about. So we are in preparation now to release, I believe it's 12 CDs in one. Y'all got a lot of songs. Y'all getting ready to bring back and put together. How did that come? And let's talk about the project. What can people expect?
So with Rebirth, Mr. Aubrey Morris, who is just phenomenal in terms of his creativity and ideas. And so we have been talking back and forth about releasing Live in Bama 2, which we have recorded and had never been released. And then all of a sudden he says, what do you think about us releasing all of our material in one? I said, well, that would be smooth. And he's like, it's never been done before and no group has ever done it. So, he's always, viewed us and himself as pioneers, so to speak. And so we got through talking about that and it really started to make sense. And then with the whole idea of us going through this rebirth, it just made sense to give the people all of our music and to help them to OD of the Windy City Spiritual Air.
OD. Wow. So with this rebirth, and you got some great music and classics that we talked about earlier that will outlive you.
Yeah.
Give me, each of you, I want to know your top 3 songs on this, because y'all got about 27,000. Aubrey was telling me if it's some of yours, right? Right. About all of these songs that you. So I want to know your top 3 favorite songs from the project. We're gonna start with you, Pastor.
Wow. I guess being 90%, I wrote about 90% of these songs that we hear.
Okay, so what songwriters, hands up? Any of the songwriters? Okay, wonderful. Wow. Well,
They won't give me the credit, so okay.
Godfather, you will always get the credit.
Yeah.
I told you they stand on your show.
Yeah.
Even the one that's messed up.
The one that heals on. So I would say my top 3 would be one of them that we wrote on stage, and of course the one that we recorded with Quita Lumsey as a Godfather shared earlier, and that's God Will Take Care of You.
Okay, that's one.
That's one. One that that is just coming out, which is on the project, the Live in Bama 2. Lord, what's the name of it? My mind blank. I did it also with Quita Lumsey. Patient. Yes, the name of it is Patient.
Patient, the third one.
And the third one, Since I Met Jesus.
All right.
It's been a change in my life.
All right. Your top 3.
Well, he same thing. You know what? He got my songs. I'm like, he's saying the songs I was about to sing.
What I mean, and that's okay. That's a good thing. You don't have to change it. I want to know your top 3.
The songs that touch me, that touch my heart. I've been through, like I said, I've been through surgery and heart surgery, and the song "The Patience" and "Since I Met Jesus" has been a change in my life, because it's been totally a change in my life. And I thank God for that. Another one I want to say, what's the song we came to do tonight? Prove it. Those songs, they really touch my heart. Those songs really like tear jerkers. They really touch me.
Well, that's what gospel music does. It touches the heart.
Yeah. So my top 3 songs of the Windy City SpiritualaireS, as Pastor Tucker stated, God Will Take Care of You. And I think now I have an even more personal, connection to that, having been diagnosed with multiple myeloma in November of 21. And many may not know it's an incurable disease. But when I hear God Will Take Care of You, I move from what the doctors say in terms of it being incurable to what God says, by Jesus Christ, I'm already healed. The next song will be Patient, because I'm sure, along with all of us, God has been patient with me. And so that really, really speaks to me. And then one of the songs that I sing, Sit at His Feet, Be Blessed, really, really said something to me, not just because I wrote it, but because of the essence of it. Because one day that's what I want to do is sit at these feet.
God, what about you? Top 3?
Top 3. God will take care. Yeah, going through different things at home, and my wife had been into cardiac arrest, and the doctors 2 years later, from 2023 to now, still don't know why she did. So when it's something when God puts things in the doctor's hand.
Yes.
But when the doctor tell you and start scratching his head, he don't know what happened. It's got to be in God's hand. So I have to encourage her to let her know He'll take care. And talking about a good time, I'm gonna have a good time and prove it.
All right.
Awesome.
Godfather.
Well, we recorded a song live, well, not live, in the studio in Montgomery, Alabama. And we put a song on there say, pay attention to the company you keep. And watch everybody you meet. Because they may be a liar, a cheater, a backstabber, or a mistreater.
Yeah.
And that song, we didn't sing it a whole lot. Pastor Tucker wrote it. But we sing it every now and then. And we get good feedback from it. So I don't want to just tell him what to sing when he goes on the stage, but it's a great song. Pay attention and good time. And we always gonna stick with God will take care of you, because anybody that don't stick with that, something wrong with them. Because whether we travel up and down this road, sleep sometime, even the driver sleeps sometime. God is taking care of us. Yes, He is.
Wow. So tell us, how can people get this, I guess, double CD? How can they get it? Where can they get it? How can they grab hold?
Well, it's triple. Let me say this. We are the only, now the Will brothers did 2 years back. But Aubrey Morris, that's why I love him.
Brilliance.
That's why I love him. He's real about what he do. And he's not gonna let nothing, we're not in competition, but he always gonna want to be on the top. And we did 3, and it haven't been dead.
Triple C.
24 songs, isn't it?
Yeah,
24 songs.
Tell them specific.
That can be good.
So, of course, you can go to our website, www.WCSGQT.org, or all of the digital outlets where you get your music. And of course, you can subscribe to our YouTube channel and just support us, continue to pray for us as we continue this rebirth journey.
Give their website again.
That's www.WCSGQT.org.
And are you all on Facebook, social media platforms?
All of us are, absolutely. Anthony Spencer Sr. on all platforms.
I'm hiding it all up on Facebook.
What is it on Facebook?
No. Oh, you showing you how you.
Oh, you're on Facebook. Your telephone. You can't even call it. Is there a Windy City Facebook page?
There is. City SpiritualaireS on Facebook.
Windy City SpiritualaireS on Facebook.
The Windy City SpiritualaireS.
Gotcha.
Also on YouTube, the Windy City SpiritualaireS.
Wow. This has been amazing. A lot of great history shared here. I want to thank you all. Did you have a question? Oh, you just moved. Okay, you just.
I was just moved.
Oh, okay. This really has been amazing. To hear this and to know that what you're taking now and bringing it. And here's the thing: a good song is a good song.
Yes. Wow.
Even if it's been years ago. You know, the message is based on the Word of God. You cannot go wrong. So I just want to say congratulations on what you're doing on the rebirth of the Windy City SpiritualaireS. I know you all are going to be hitting the road, traveling cities, coming to a city near you.
Absolutely.
And I tell you, I want you to stay close. Follow them on Facebook, the Windy City SpiritualaireS on Facebook, and find out their tour schedule, because they will be coming to a city near you.
Yeah, come here.
And so let me ask this question, and you can just holler it out together. When you hit the stage in front of your fans, what is the song that you better sing? You better not leave the stage without singing this song. That's it?
Yeah, that's the song.
That's the one.
We got to.
Good, we and God will take care of
Good time. Rest of the
God will take care of that.
Wow. And let me ask this one last question. if you all as a group, and I don't know, could collaborate with someone to be on a project with you all that you have not worked with before, doesn't have to be a quartet singer. It could be a contemporary singer. It could be somebody from the mainstream side. When you get Shirley Caesar working with R&B crooner Anthony Hamilton, you know, if that could be quickly, we're short on time, y'all. I know we're gonna have to do it again. We're gonna have to do a part 2 video.
Yes.
Who would that artist be? Just holler it out quickly.
Just bring me Zacardi.
Zacardi Cortez.
Just bring me Zacardi.
All of my sisters.
Okay. Anybody else?
The Hamilton.
Hamiltons. Okay, yeah, they're great.
I like Luther Barnes.
Luther Barnes. Okay.
Zacardi.
Zacardi. What about you, Godfather?
Well, I'm a great fan of Luther Barnes as well.
Okay. No females. Ain't nobody.
Well, see, when you shifted us,
Well, just you.
and I was gonna say Lisa Knowles.
That's what I was going. If I say a female, it's gonna be Lisa.
Well, I said anyone. I said mainstream. I didn't say
when you said
female.
mainstream, you kind of shifted mine.
I mean, you know, but hey, Lisa, yes, anytime.
Anytime. PJ Morton was another one for me. I would love for us to collaborate with him.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, listen, I want to wish each of you the very best in your private lives, in your endeavors, in your preaching, in your songwriting, that God will continue to keep you, heal you, for you all to be amazing men of God that work together for the good of being a blessing to the world. And we thank you on behalf of the gospel community, on behalf of gospel radio announcers, to give us something that will bless this world, because baby, we need it right about here.
Yes, we do.
Yeah, so you've had something up close and personal. We're gonna wrap up. Any last words?
You know what, Miss Bethea? We like SpiritualaireS, the Windy City SpiritualaireS. We appreciate you coming out.
Thank you.
Your busy time, your busy schedule. Please, and may God continue to bless you. Thank you.
It's been a blessing. It truly has.
And we were on our way to your city. Look for us.
That's the
Those are the last words from the Godfather. Y'all stay close. Be sure to get this triple CD package. We've got the holidays that will be coming up, and you don't even have to wait till the holidays. But if you know somebody that loves quartet music and loves the Windy City SpiritualaireS, then you need to add this to your gospel collection. I'm Tracy Bethea from 95.7 Hallelujah FM. You can look me up on Facebook at Tracy Bethea. We will see you soon. God bless.
That salvation is of the Lord. But the scripture said that we own them to work out our own.
Good day, Nalva. This is Sinatra and
Andretta.
we're here representing NAVA, National African American RV Association. We had the pleasure today of working with the Windy City SpiritualaireS on a gospel video CD/album coming to you soon.
Okay, thank you.
Thanks a lot, guys.
In 1 Corinthians 15 and 58, you gotta be steadfast and unmovable, always abounding in the work of the Lord.